Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Whenever you make a statement, you have to support it with evidence, with facts, not with identification of. You know what I mean? I'm a flower because I identify as a flower. It doesn't work that way. In our civilization, that these guys are trying to change. So, in this case, we, with our ally Israel, won against evil Iranians, remember? Yeah. And we just obliterated their nuclear capabilities, therefore, all good. Well, Iran says, no, that's not true. Okay, where is your evidence? Well, I will make a statement and I will show you that I will fulfill what I tell you that I will do, which is uranium enrichment will not stop. Iran rules out nuclear talks under US pressure. This is June 30th, 2025. So they said, you know what? We didn't lose. You didn't make me. I'm still doing it. And now I'm a little bit upset. And you know what? I kick out the IAEA guy, Mr. Rossi or Rosso, whatever his name is. And we are going to get ready for round number 2. And maybe in the meantime, we can acquire certain things that we are not allowed at this point. So did you win? If I threaten you that I'm going to continue doing what you bombarded me illegally for allegedly doing so, which is developing peaceful civilian nuclear energy. No? Okay. Things got worse. What the Americans or whomever got after this, they didn't stop these guys from developing whatever they were developing. On the contrary, they say it loud that we will do it. We will continue. What are you going to do about it? Try again? So it's like they are daring them. That shows, if it doesn't show courage, what does it show? Delusion or something? I don't think so. Here it is. Let's see what these guys are saying. Iran will not resume nuclear deal negotiations with the United States. But that's bad, isn't it? As long as Washington continues to, quote-unquote, dictate its terms. I think it's an accurate statement. Iran's ambassador to the United Nations, Amir Saeed Iravani, said in an interview with CBS News on June 29. He insisted that Iran's nuclear program will always remain peaceful. He called uranium enrichment an inseparable right of his country. Correct. Asked whether Tehran plans to resume uranium enrichment, Iravani responded, I think enrichment will never stop. He said Iran is willing to return to the negotiating table with the United States over the nuclear agreement. Unconditional surrender is not negotiations. Correct. That's dictating policy to us. If they're ready for talks, so are we. But if they want to dictate, then no negotiations are possible. So let me give you this. It's not about that. It's not about Iran's nuclear program. I tell you why. I tell you what it's all about. All about is about controlling Iran, regime change, and making it safe for the guys who are the big, how do you call those guys? Imperialistic mode, based on their little, you know what I mean? So, Iran must listen to what we say. Now, let's say tomorrow, Iran government changes. We bring the good Shah of Iran and whomever we bring over there. Someone who's gonna lick our boots or their boots via our muscles, okay? I guarantee you that the Americans, the new Iran's leadership will kick out the Russians and we were gonna come in with our peaceful, clean energy, nuclear energy. I guarantee you that. They will allow that to happen unless we control it. And it's going to be no problem. So the problem is not the fact that someone is enriching uranium and is having peaceful nuclear energy. It's because the guys that we don't like do that. That's all. That's all. Change that. The other one will be, it's not an issue. It's not an issue. My problem is if Iran is not allowed and should be checked in its ass and everywhere else, what about those guys? This is shifting the focus. from the primary issue, which is nuclear weapons proliferation, to Iran wants to build something in the future, maybe because these guys that we don't even dare to look at them, don't even dare to. Have you seen, and show me if you have seen and when and how often, have you seen the so-called legacy media in the United States of America asking the question, okay, these guys, but what about the other guys? Can we check them? Can we verify? And they will have experts coming, and like Bronstein, and tell you, but hey, that's their right to do whatever they want. They're not signatory of anything. They can do it, and that's it. And the Americans will respect that. But in the case of Iran, no. So you can't root for this kind of people. You cannot be on their side unless you are one of them or you're an imbecile. Any other options? Probably, but these are the main ones. Well, my friends, what did you succeed? What did you, after an intervention, after you do something, you let's say the car has a problem. I identify a problem. The car doesn't identify having a problem. Only I identify the car having a problem. And I go over there, and let's say the car is making some noises when I drive, or the direction is not going right, okay? And then I go and work with my hammer, with some nails in the car, and fix it, and with some duct tape, okay? And after that, the car doesn't start. And if it starts, doesn't start going, get going. So did my intervention yield or had positive consequences or negative consequences? Obviously negative. So the same is here. Do you see positive consequences with Iran? No, on the contrary, the Iranians are saying, no, you are over there, I'm over here, I'm eager to hit you, you're eager to hit me, I will continue. I'm not afraid. You're ready. And I have another article, I'm not going to use it, but I read it earlier this morning, that the Iranians are still with the finger on the trigger. They said we don't trust the other guys, not the Americans, the other guys. I mean, not the Americans, but I have here a scratch. What the fuck is going on here? Please. So, is it better? I don't think it's better. Iran doesn't even want to talk to these guys anymore. They kicked out IAEA and say we're going to enrich uranium. Off. Are you going to bomb them again? I guarantee you Iran is going to up its game next time. It's not going to be hey, we're going to bomb you at that time and that location. Okay. Hey, guys, evacuate. It's not going to be like that. That's why the Americans did not cause casualties. But it was an, I would say, illegal attack on both sides against Iran. Because if you have that right, because you identify a problem, do you think that the problem cannot identify you as being his problem? And then we get to this. And I dare you do that. Well, if you like daring, we get to who has bigger muscles or something. Yeah, that's the way it is, my friends. These laws, as I said, the regulations, unfortunately, should be used, and they prove that through their actions. They should be used as only suggestions, guidelines, guidances. Looking, okay, I should maybe probably not drive my car over the speed limit. That's how you should look at it. But when you drive, you just all eyes, not for the speed limit, for the cops. Why? Because these guys are doing the same thing in the real world. And you're like, oh my God, I have to pay my taxes. Oh my God, I have to drive. Oh my God, was I texting? Did he see me while I was driving and texting? Fuck off. That's another imbecilic law. No texting and driving. Can I scratch my balls? Can I think while driving? Can I eat while driving? There's no law saying that you cannot eat while driving. Why? We need to fucking consume, baby doll. Get fat fucks like land whales and many others. It doesn't say a blowjob is illegal. I don't know of any job of, oh, God damn it, it's right. No, it's not like that. Only texting and driving. How come? And the baboons are, yes, for safety, man. You're crazy. You want to endanger your safety. You want to be safe? Go in your fucking basement and stay there. Never come out. Let me live. You stay over there and you survive, okay? I live, you survive. Pop. The same with the masks. Fuck off. You're afraid? Stay in the basement. Live your life remotely in the basement. Become with a color like this. No photosynthesis anymore in your fucking face, and that's it. Become a pussy fart, but let me die doing what I like. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. God damn it.